So till now we have learned the different determinants, matrices determinants and their properties using the determinants, properties of the determinants also. But what is the use of these matrices? Did you get in your mind? The use of these matrices, where do we use it? The application of the matrices means application of the matrices. Suppose if the linear equation, what is meant by linear equation? The power of the variable should be equals to 1. The linear equation in two variables whenever it is given to you, and the pair of linear equations is given to you, you know that we can solve that using the different methods. In 10th class only you have learned either substitution method or elimination method, cross multiplication method, or graphical method. But whenever it is given to you, uh, three variables and three equations is given to you, you can solve it, that one also, by reducing the two equations, by solving the two equations into the uh, by eliminating the one variable from the first two equations, by eliminating the same variable from the next two equations, 1 and 2 and 3 equations, whenever you consider, you can do it. But it's a very tedious job to do that one. The matrices and determinants concepts will be useful to us. Let us take the one situation into the consideration here. Number of pencils, two pencils, one pencil, two erasers, one sharpener, cost is 13 rupees. Three pencils, one eraser, two sharpeners, cost is 19 rupees. Two pencils, one eraser, one sharpener, cost is 12 rupees. What is the cost of the each and every? Three pencils, one eraser, two sharpener, cost is 19 rupees. Okay. So, and the two pencils, one eraser, one sharpener, the cost is 12 rupees. Then what is the cost of the each pencil, eraser and sharpener is the question. Now, how do you find out in that situation? So you have to consider number of the pencils as x. What is the cost of the each article? So it was asked by the one shopkeeper to other students. So like this, you can apply this concept into your daily life. Matrices can be applied here. So now you see here, let us consider the cost of the each pencil as a x rupees, eraser as a y rupees, and sharpener as a z rupees. One pencil. Then from that we are going to get equation as a x plus 2y plus z is equals to 13, 3x plus y plus 2z is equals to 19, and 2x plus y plus z is equals to 12. So these are the three linear equations only, but the three variables, three linear equations in three variables. So now if you write the coefficients, all the coefficients of the matrices as a one matrix and x, y, z, like this, you can write the equation as a equations into the matrix form. See here, this is the equation given to you. These equations can be written in the matrix form. All the coefficients were taken as a one matrix. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2. Yes, see here like this. And x, y, z is a one matrix, column matrix. When you take like this, see here, I'm showing you the arrow mark. This row should be, when you multiply the two matrices, this row should be multiplied with this column. With the arrow mark you see here, this row should be multiplied with this column. So what you get here, 1 into x, 2 into y, 1 into z. So this matrix, when you multiply this matrix, which order matrix you are going to get? 3 by 1 matrix you will get.
सर
The 3 by 1 matrix, yes.
सर इधर जैसे कि आपने एक्स वाई जेड दिया, अगर उसकी जगह पे एक ऐसा मैट्रिक्स होता सर जहाँ पे x1 y1 z1 होता, x2 y2 z2 होता और x3 y3 z3 होता, तब हम कैसे मल्टीप्लाई करते सर?
like this, the values. So solution of the system of linear equations using the inverse of the matrix method. So using the inverse of the matrix method, how do we solve this system of linear equations? Let us consider the general form of the linear equations in three variables: a1x plus b1 by a1x plus a2x y plus a3z is equals to k1, b1, b2, b3. So the matrix we are going to a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3 matrix form a linear. This is writing the given equations in the matrix form. So whenever you take this matrix is taken into consideration. So let the matrix as a and this matrix as a X matrix, capital X, and the matrix this as a B matrix coefficient. So we can write it as AX is equals to B. A into X is equals to B uterine. And we need X, XYZ union. So what you can write here when you take it to consider this one, X is equals to X, Y, Z. It is necessary for us to find out. So this matrix to find out, Ax is equals to B if you take both left side A inverse matrix. First A should be compulsory non-singular matrix, means there should exist the inverse exists होना है. So first case में A is non-singular matrix consider. Therefore inverse exists. This inverse you multiply left hand side of the both. Ax is equals to B का left side multiply. Okay. Then what do you get? A inverse into A into X is equals to A inverse B. So by the associative property, we can write. So A inverse into A will be I into X will be is equals to X. And right hand side what will be A inverse B. That is nothing but we are going to get X value by finding the A inverse and B multiplying with that, we are going to get the X value. The method of solving the system of linear equations is known as matrix method, matrix inverse method. You can call it as a matrix inverse. If A is singular matrix, inverse does not exist because determinant of that matrix will be equal to 0. Singular matrix is nothing but the matrix whose determinant is equals to 0 is called singular matrix. So determinant is equals to 0. So we have X is equals to A inverse B means A inverse हमको नहीं आएगा. A inverse का formula क्या है? Adjoint of A by determinant of A. So here determinant is equals to 0. So denominator में 0 आ जाएगा. So 1 by 0 is undefined. So that's why in such situations, inverse does not exist. As inverse does not exist, then you can say that this in the subcation adjoint of A into B is a non-zero matrix. Adjoint of A into B is a non-zero. In this case, the system of linear equations is called inconsistent. In other words, the system of equations have no solution. Wherever if it is a singular matrix, inconsistent. If it is a non-singular matrix, consistent. Okay. So the system of equations inconsistent means there is no solution in that situation. Okay. So next thing is that if it is adjoint of A into B is a non-zero matrix. If it is the zero matrix, in this situation A adjoint of A into B को zero matrix हो गया, then infinitely many solutions. And in this situation also we are going to say that it is inconsistent, consistent, infinitely many solutions होगा. So see, determinant of A is equals to 0 means directly inconsistent you are not supposed to say. If determinant of A equal to 0 means you need to find out adjoint of A into B. If adjoint of A into B is a non-zero matrix, it is inconsistent. If adjoint of A into B is a zero matrix, there exist infinitely many solutions. Many solutions for means actually 3 equations represents the same equations in that situation. 3 equations represents the same equations. Infinitely many solutions will be there for that system of linear equations. When adjoint of A into B is a zero matrix, if you get. As we have taken pair of linear equations, A1 by 2. Let us take this situation into consider. Infinitely many solutions for the pair of linear equations. When do we get? Different conditions will be there. A1x plus B1 by plus C1 is equals to normally equations pair of linear equations A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. A1 by A2 is equals to B1 by B2 is equals to C1 by C2 means infinitely many solutions. A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2 means no one solution. If A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 but not equal to C1 by C2 means no solution. This you have learned in 10th class. Like that here, the equations are taken here A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. This you have to write in the matrix form. Rearranging the above equations. What is the coefficient matrix we will get here? 1, 2, 1. Okay. Columns written 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. X, Y, Z is equals to 13, 19, 12. So now what to do here in this situation? This is matrix form of writing the given equation. Now this is A. Let us consider this matrix as A, this matrix as a X, and this matrix constant matrix as a B. Ax is equals to B. X is equals to A inverse B. X is equals to A inverse B. So we need to find out the inverse of A. Before that, determinant of A should we have to find. Inverse A का inverse find out करना है तो determinant is necessary to find. So let us go for finding the this determinant of A. X is equals to A inverse B. A का determinant find out करो. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1. So when you find out the determinant, you are going to get 2, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, it is consistent. See, non-singular matrix. Inverse exists. Determinant of A equal to 0. So hence A inverse exists. And adjoint of A matrix you need to find out. Because A inverse find out करने के लिए compulsory you need adjoint of A. So adjoint of A is transpose of the matrix obtained by replacing every element with its cofactors. So cofactors लिख दिया, उनका transpose लेना है. Okay. So cofactor of the every element is finding here that they are replacing the C here. Like this cofactors are found. It is replaced. Cofactor of third row 3, 1, minus 5. And its transpose is to be taken. Row को column की जैसा, second row को second column, third row को third column. Therefore, A inverse is equals to adjoint of A by det A. Det A means determinants of A. So that is 1 by 2 into minus 1, 1, minus 1, 3. Now X is equals to A inverse B. A inverse B means A inverse whatever the matrix you are getting, that into B is nothing but the column matrix. These two should be multiplied. The final result we are going to get it as a 2, 3, 5. So this is the way to find out the solution of the system of linear equations between two variables. Three variables. X equal to 2, y equal to 3, z is equals to 5. So cost of the pencil is 2 rupees, cost of the eraser is 3 rupees, cost of the sharpener is 5 rupees. So they have learned like this applications of the matrices. In this way you can apply the matrices. So let us see the one problem, which is how do we solve the system of linear equations. In the exercise number 4.6, the problems, let us see here. So the questions are given to you in this situation. First question is given to you. What is given here? Consistency only it is asking to you to check. So when do we say the consistent, the given equations? If the solution exists, we say it as a consistent. If the solution means determinant of A, we need to find out if the system of equations is said to be, if it is a solution, one or more solutions. One solution hai, more solutions hai. In the both situations, we call them as a consistent. Inconsistency is nothing but system of equations is said to be inconsistent if it does not have any solution, no solution. So inconsistent. Inconsistency in what situation? If determinant of A is equals to 0 and adjoint of A into B matrix is also is equals to null matrix, is null matrix, the system may be consistent or inconsistent according to the system having the infinitely many solutions or no solution. Okay, so two cases will be there here. In case inconsistent होना है तो adjoint of A into B, adjoint of A into B should not be equals to 0. If it is adjoint of A into B should not be equals to 0 means actually determinant of A is equals to 0 means there. See here, these are the conditions you need to remember here. Determinant of A is not equals to 0. Determinant of A not equals to 0. Only solution exists. So therefore, in this situation, solution is exist. That is only one solution we are doing. So we call it as a consistent. We call it as the equations are consistent. If second case determinant is equals to 0, determinant of the matrix is 0, singular matrix over here. Then we need to calculate adjoint of A into B. Adjoint of A into B. If adjoint of A is null matrix, 0 matrix, then solution does not exist. No solution. If no solution, then we call it as a inconsistent. We call it as inconsistent. Is it clear to you? And ये ही केस में ये जी नल मैट्रिक्स नहीं आया. Adjoint of A into B is not a null matrix. A inverse तो exist नहीं होगा. A inverse exist नहीं होगा. Adjoint of A is not adjoint of A not equals to G, not equals to O means no solution. Sorry. Not equals to O means no solution. Is equals to O means if it is equals to null matrix means then it may be consistent, may not be consistent, depending upon the infinitely many solutions or no solution. Means there may be chances of having infinitely many solutions, there may be chances of having no solution. If it is infinitely many solutions, we call it as a consistent. Infinitely many solutions means consistent. No solution means inconsistent. Is it clear to you? समझ में आया?
हाँ सर.
Huh?
Yes sir.
Okay. So now here actually we are having a exercise problems. Whenever you see that, first exercise is asking you to find out the consistency only. So let us see the exercise 4.6 first. Only the consistency is asking you to do. So exercise 4.6. First problem. X plus 2y is equals to 2. 2x plus 3y is equals to 3. This is only pair of linear equations only given to you. Just a pair of linear equations given to you. So actually, whenever you see the a1 by a2, b1 by b2 not equal to reality, this is you are going to get it one solution. They are consistent. Normally, pair of linear equations chapter in 10th class we have learned. But here, whenever you write this as a matrix form, you are going to get it 1, 2, 2, 3 into x, y is equals to 2, 3. In this, you have to consider a as a 1, 2, 2, 3, and x as a only two variables x and y, and b as a 2 into 2, 3. So what to do here? Determinant of a you have to find 3 minus 4, which is equals to minus 1, not equals to 0. Therefore, not equals to 0 means they are consistent. If they are equal, suppose in case third problem you take into consideration. What do you get here? X plus 3y is equals to 5.
सर
2x plus 6y is equals to 8. Yes.
सर आपने बोला था ना कि जब बोर्ड का भी 5 मिनट तक सर अनक्लियर रहे तो आपको इन्फॉर्म करो सर। अभी ऐसा हो रहा है सर।
Is it blur for all?
सर मेरे केस में हो रहा है सर।
मेरा भी सर।
सबको blur हो रहा है।
There's nothing visible.